Welcome to Overwatch. This time, we'll be looking at Mercy.
Did someone call a doctor?
In this video, we'll examine her equipment, her skills, and the playstyle that Mercy promotes. We'll try to differentiate between what makes a good Mercy and a great one. A little hint, a bad one is one that tries to kill things with her blaster. Mercy is currently the simplest of the support classes. With a kit mirroring the medic in Team Fortress 2, hopefully most of you can understand that having someone who heals on your team is a nice thing to have. However, there are subtle differences when comparing our two Germanic doctors, namely no overhealing and a variable healing boost and damage boost. Let's go into detail. The first and most important piece of kit Mercy has is her Caduceus staff. This fires a beam that connects to a nearby ally, granting them more damage or healing. She can switch between these two modes on the fly using left click and right click. While being healed by Mercy, the player is notified of her health and location, so you can absolutely blame them if they charge in when you're low on health and you die. The healing beam rapidly refills health to maximum, but will not fix up armour or shields. This is the first time different hit point types have really mattered, so let's take a moment to break this down and explain it. In Overwatch, there are three different types of hit points: health, armour, and shields. Health is, well, rather what you'd expect. It drops down and can be replenished through healers such as Mercy and Zenyatta, or through health packs on the floor. Armour sits on top of health, and some characters have it innately. Bastion, for example, has 50 armour, or Winston has 100 armour. Torbjorn drops armour kits, granting 100 armour to whoever picks it up, and healing damaged armour. Finally, there are shields. Shields are the first thing to deplete when damaged, and will slowly regenerate out of combat. Some characters have innate shields, such as Zenyatta, who has 100 shields but only 50 health. Shields are also deployed by many characters, such as Bastion's frontal shield or Winston's dome. Now let's get back to our Swiss miss. The Caduceus staff allows Mercy to top up people's health, but once full, the weapon can be swapped to provide a damage boost. Switching between these two modes at the right time will be crucial, or using the right tool for the right character. Pharah, Bastion, or Winston could tear through groups with a damage amp, for example, thanks to the area of effect nature of their attacks. Next up is Mercy's offensive weapon, the Caduceus Blaster. This sidearm fires off tiny orbs that deal minor damage. This is an emergency option only. You'll get far more damage out of the Caduceus staff on an ally than you will trying to pew someone down. In terms of mobility, our winged healer has some interesting options. Guardian Angel allows Mercy to launch towards a targeted ally, bring her swiftly to their side. This acts as emergency I'll come heal you, an escape, and as a way to get through dangerous paths. A skilled Widowmaker or Bastion on Overwatch? Guardian Angel right past them. This also allows Mercy to gain height with people like Pharah on the field. Of note, Guardian Angel's cooldown at BlizzCon was clocked at 3 seconds. This gives Mercy a lot of options for zipping around her team. Finally, for her normal kit, we have Angelic Descent, allowing Mercy to gently float down, allowing her to stay relatively airborne near heroes such as Pharah, or traverse the map from high ground to slightly not as high ground. Remember, Mercy cannot fly, but she can fall with style. Her ultimate is where I think a great Mercy will shine. Resurrect allows Mercy to revive all recently slain allies back to full health, armor, and shields in a wave of golden light. Now, if you've played Battlefield at all, I'm sure you know the pain of getting resurrected and immediately simply dying again. Using this ability well, as in not picking up your team just to give an entrenched enemy Bastion more kills, will take some awareness. What I think is a nice touch is the UI, which shows where the corpses are, how long you have, and how many you'll pick up. Good stuff. Overall, Mercy's job is to keep your team topped up, and then give you that spicy little damage kick to be able to shove through. I can see her working exceptionally well with Winston, whose immense base health complements her healing, and his area of effect weapon synergizes beautifully with her damage amp. She'll also turn Pharah from dangerous into outright artillery, which I think we can all agree is a good thing. Play Mercy if you like helping the team. Everyone assists in some way, but a dedicated medic and buff dispenser can make a strong team into an unbeatable one, more so than another Hanzo or Reaper ever could. You're good at assessing where you can change the battle. Moment-to-moment decisions will be key. Do you pump health into Winston or buff the damage of a Hanzo? You can only support one person at a time, so making the right decision on who can do the most with it will be vital. You have good situational awareness. I'll harp on about this because I imagine it'll be one of the most frustrating things to endure in a game. A resurrection only to be immediately killed again. Using this ultimate could win the game, but it could also do nothing. Knowing your timing and being aware of threats will be vital, especially as you can't defend yourself. And finally, you enjoy being Frau Doktor, with a bitchin' set of wings. I can't get enough of her visual design. Now settle in, it's story time. Dr. Angela Ziegler is my kind of nerd, a peerless healer and ingenious medic with a speciality in nanobiology. Her breakthroughs attracted the attention of Overwatch, and although hesitant at first, the potential for wide-scale benefits to humanity swayed Dr. Ziegler into joining. As their head of medical research, Angela's work revolved around frontline healing. A war orphan herself, she wanted to save the lives of those in immediate danger. The result was her Valkyrie Swift response suit with the iconic wings, no doubt crucially important halo, and primum non nocere symbol, first do no harm. This explains her crappy pea shooter. A dedicated advocate for peace, Ziegler often came into conflict with the military side of Overwatch, although when the organization dissolved, she resumed her work helping those affected by war and the Omnic crisis. These days she can be found caring for victims in frontline and crisis-stricken areas, although she remains willing to put on her Valkyrie suit to protect the innocent more directly. As a caring, protective character and a scientist, Angela has easy ties into a number of the cast. A fellow scientist, Winston, would at least be a respected comrade, for example, though I imagine her peaceful message could also cause friction between her and the more proactive paladins such as Reinhardt. I see Mercy as a temperate character. She's there to remind other members of Overwatch that no matter what, conflict can harm the innocent more than anyone else, and whether they fight for glory, honor, justice, or to protect the weak, any battle should be carefully considered. Next time we'll be sticking to our Germanic theme and looking to Reinhardt, Overwatch's knight in shining armor. Thanks for watching to the end. I am but one channel amongst many, and I hope you learned a little about Mercy. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, leave some feedback if you have any. Thanks to those of you who already are. Toodles!